What's going on, everybody? I'm back in the shop today. I've got this, it's a King Ranch 2015 250 or 350. Let's take a look here. Got a 250. Today it has a check engine light, and I looked at it already, but I can't remember. It's for a NOx sensor. Let's run self-test. Get into the IDS screen real quick. Okay, already seen it. Okay. Go up to our toolbox, come down to self-test, go over to our check mark. We're gonna go to powertrain, engine, key on, engine off, little check mark down the corner. Then it does a vehicle prepped. You just want to make sure you don't have vehicle isn't moving, things like that. Okay, so what we have, you can see here, it's not on demand right now. So the up top here, basically it's saying that it doesn't see the issue right now, but it's seen it enough to put it in continuous memory. And we have a particulate matter sensor temperature circuit, 24C6. And then you can see there's some freeze, frame, pending, and permanent. So what's most likely going to happen here is I'm going to fix the concern, and that permanent code is going to stay there, and it's going to have to see several drive cycles most likely. Ford can't even, I remember whenever I was working, maybe they have messages out now, but at one point they didn't even know when it would get rid of it on the permanent side. But if you have permanent codes and you're having a concern, if your module passes and all you have is permanent, then maybe you have an issue, but you're not supposed to diagnose any permanent codes. So if I had like 3 or 4 other permanent codes in there, I would not go after them. I would only go after this 24C6. So anyway, there is a technical service bulletin for this 24C6, and I will pull it up here in a second. Okay, so I logged into my Identifix. If my internet will work. Ooh, it just got blurry. Oh, blurry. Okay. So let's see here. 2015. Over here. Ford. .250. We'll just say 250 Lariat. Doesn't really matter. Trim doesn't really matter too much. 6.7 Powerstroke, and I'm going to put in P24C6. Doesn't have to be, there it is there, searching for it, and here it comes up right down here under TSBs, TSB 15-0083. Open that up. So some 2015 Superduty vehicles with the 6.7 engine may exhibit a malfunction indicator lamp with DTC 24C6 particulate matter sensor temperature circuit. And it's stored in the PCM using IDS. Service tool is continuous memory DTC 24C6 stored in PCM. Yes. Proceed to step 2. Replace particulate matter bank 1 sensor 1. So there you can see the part number. There is the TSB message. You can see there it was, publication was May 20th of 15. So, and then it shows what's neat is it shows the warranty times, what they pay. So, warranty times are, it's ridiculous, but they used to be about 3/4, what would you call it? Basically knock a quarter of the time off of customer pay time for warranty time. Nowadays it's knocked even more, and the bad thing is there's times you go in for labor, I'll look up labor times for something, and this is when I was at the dealership, and I would look at labor times in, say, Identifix, you know, Motor, Chilton, they put standards out there. It may be the same time as warranty time, and that was just crappy because, I'm sorry, warranty times are, again, unrealistic. I'm sorry, I understand they do much more than they used to do, but when it comes to a person that only does a job once or twice, you lose. And the way they do their standards is they have a guy do that job over and over and over and over again through the week, and they time him, and he gets very efficient at it and can just cut time drastically. Anyway, get over with my rant. Anyway, I'm going to replace the PM sensor. I'll take you with me. I'll show you where it's at, and then we'll clear the code and test drive it. Okay, so here's the part number again, or actually this is the updated part number. And it looks like an oxygen sensor, except for an oxygen sensor doesn't have a module. We go down, and this is the area. It is not an oxygen sensor nut size. I forgot what oxygen sensors are, but this is a 24 millimeter or 15/16. So we're going to take this, go around, and it can be different, but almost always it's at the end of the tailpipe, and you can't see it, but it's up underneath there. Let me get a flashlight and a creeper. Okay, we're underneath the truck. You can see this rear shock here, and you can see the sensor there up in the tailpipe. The wiring then runs along the frame. So what I like to personally do is I like to take the module loose first usually, get that done. That way you can just fight the sensor and then spin it out no problem. Even though these have a collar, they spin, sometimes they get rusted up. So I'm going to put the camera down, get it changed out, and we'll get going on with the repair. Okay, we got the new PM sensor in. Go in, we're going to clear the code, and then we'll go test drive it, make sure everything's good. Okay, see, on demand and continuous pass, but we have it in permanent. And it'll most likely stay that way for a long time, but there's no reason to worry about it. Okay guys, I just got done driving the truck after putting the NOx sensor on it, and it passed. Everything's good. The only code that's in it is a cruise control set signal. Basically whenever you go into the, I did a key on engine running. You can see right down there, the key OER is highlighted. And it shows up here, key on engine running on demand and key on engine running continuous memory. So whenever you go into that, it wants you to press the on off button, cancel, set plus and minus, and then hit the brake pedal and hit your tow haul on and off. And it just, sometimes you'll run this test and you'll get random codes, but it went into the test, so I know everything's good. I'm not worried about it. So that's basically it. For you guys that wouldn't use the IDS, easiest thing to do, check for codes. If that's the only code you got, and you definitely know you have a 2015, then I'd say replace the NOx sensor, clear the codes, drive it, and if you can't run a key on engine running with your scan tool, go drive it, get it up to temp, come back, shut it off, shut the truck off, turn the key back on, start up, and then check for codes again. That way it kind of sees a key cycle, and if there's a code set in there, usually on the next key cycle, it will set a check engine light, or at least set in the PCM, and that way you guys can check it and make sure. And if you have no codes, then most likely your issue's fixed, and which is good. Hopefully this helps you guys with it. So I will I'll put that TSB possibly in the description. That way if you didn't catch it on here, you'll at least be able to find the number in the description. If you enjoyed this video, like it. If you have any questions or anything, shoot me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Do you like the video, or the video's boring? Are they good? Actually, I think they are kind of boring, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out ways to make them more entertaining. But anyway, I will check you. I will check you. Maybe this is entertaining, seeing me fumble. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.